going to be pushing up trophies with this Mortar Miner Bait deck. Hopping into the first game, I always like cycling a Skeleton Barrel to start, just to maybe start a hand them. Looks like he goes in with Miner Wallbreaker first play. The Mortar's going to take one shot onto the Miner, but we might be able to get one shot onto Tower here. Super good. With this deck, you can always get really good counter pushes. I actually misplayed my Mortar there, and unfortunately I don't get my Dark Goblin down in time. The Inferno Dragon does do some damage, but I think that we might be able to get it back here with a Dark Goblin if he doesn't defend it. Which he chooses not to. I don't really agree with that, but I guess we'll take the damage lead with that. Cycling another Skeleton Barrel. Again, playing a Mortar for his Wallbreaker, just because it's a really good play to get some counter push out of it. Maybe get some damage too. I'm going to try to Miner here, while we still have some bats supporting. Yeah, so the two bats lock into the tower and we get some good damage there. I'm going to play a Dark Goblin here. He's probably going to arrows it, but I think that a log, if he does, we should be able to defend with a log. I'm going to have to play a Skeleton King here, to tank for the bats and take care of the Miner. We can play a Skeleton Barrel in front of this because if he arrows it, then we're going to have a full health Skeleton King. Oh, excuse me. So we didn't get the full health Skeleton King. I had to play a Miner. Luckily we get our elixir back though. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I don't know. I sneezed. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut that out or not. Okay, so Dark Goblin down low. Let's see if he arrows of this. Unfortunately, the mini fecker goes straight for our tower, so he does get some damage there, but I think that we should be able to defend enough for the rest of the game since we already got his tower. Let's see, I'm just going to cycle Skeleton King in the back. He does have a Mega Knight, but I think that we should be able to defend pretty easily. I'm just going to get nice fireball value here on his entire push, and then I'm going to use the Mighty Miner, or the Skeleton ability, to make sure that nothing connects. So, pretty good for us there. I think I might as well just try to get some damage on this tower. It looks like he's going to just go into mini P.E.K.K.A for desperation, but there's no way to hit their talent unless he the rocket. So, good game to our opponent. The point of this series is for me to get to the top 10,000 of players in the world, and that's been a goal that I've wanted to accomplish ever since I started playing this game like a year ago. And I still have not been able to get there, but I think that hopefully at least I get there pretty soon. This season even would be pretty nice. I'm gonna fireball the Ice Wizard there. Sorry if I'm talking quietly, it's because it is pretty late here. A little after 12, and I don't want to wake some people in my house. I'll use since I have the Miner on the field, I'm going to use that to get the skeletons, and maybe the Miner will tank for them. So it doesn't really come to plan. I want to play a Mortar and a Dark Goblin. I think this might be Graveyard. I don't want my Dark Goblins to die. Okay, so we defended that well, but I think that he might be up a little bit of elixir. And he chooses to ignore that too, which is kind of strange. I don't agree with that. That's a lot of damage to take. I'm going to play a Skeleton Barrel here. I should bypass that placement, so that's good. And Miner definitely in a safe spot to make sure that he can't Tornado. Probably just play a Skeleton King for his baby dragon, since the souls will fill up because of the Tombstone as well, so. He goes in with his own one. I feel like it's always a pretty good play with the Skeleton King to go in with the ability, because the Skeleton King splash range isn't like a Valkyrie where it only goes like in like a circle around. It only goes in one direction instead. It's If I get a tornado or poison our Dark Goblin, I'm gonna get a nice log here and then play a Skeleton King just to prevent any of those skeletons on the right side from going to the tower. Let's see. I just gave him a King Tower activation. I think it's okay to do that because they kind of self-defend your push anyway. Like, see, he didn't even get it off there because he was too busy defending, so I think it's good because you don't want to be too predictable throughout the entire matchup. I'll play a Dark Goblin here. I'm going to try to protect this since he just uses poison too. He does tornado it, so really well played by him, but we do get a mortar connection there. And looks like he's just going to let our miner pretty much go down the tower, almost down to like 2 fireballs. Let's see, I'm going to get a Skeleton Barrel, just trying to get any amount of chip damage I can. Like if it gets close enough to the tower, perfect. And the Baby Dragon does pull, and Fireball should do enough. I don't know the exact number because I even use Rocket, but good game. I really like this deck because you're just constantly pressuring them. I really like Miner and I really like Mortar, so I feel like it's just a good combination for me. I just kind of made the deck today because I just upgraded my my Skeleton Barrel to level 14, so I heard that the next update might be another Slash Royale, meaning that you can get stuff for cheaper. I should have played a Mortar first, probably, for this Lava Hound, because my bats are going to go to complete waste. So that was a misplay on my end. I don't really know how to play with this deck completely, because I did, like I said, just kind of make it. But I've been playing with it for today, and I've been having some fun at least, so. I wanted to protect the Dark Goblin from the Baby Dragon, but I couldn't defend it against the Miner and the Baby Dragon. I was just kind of hoping he played in the front. I think I'm going to pressure him here by using the Skeleton King ability. Not super good. I think I have to Fireball and then play Bats, probably. I'm going to play a Dark Goblin here and just kind of ignore the Lava Hound on the right until it pops, because I need to make sure that he doesn't take my right tower. Lava Hound seems like it would be a pretty hard matchup, but I just didn't play it very well in the beginning by cycling the bats first, so. He does have the archers in there, which is kind of strange. I think I might be able to kite that since he played in the middle, so that's good. I'm going to play a Miner of my own here, and then I think that's all I'm going to do, because it should even up the damage more so than anything. And I actually misplayed my Mortar. He does Zap, which kind of catches me off guard. He's going to get a lot of damage there. Unfortunately, the Mortar's not going to connect to the tower that I wanted it to. I'm going to play a Skeleton Barrel here. Let's get a Dark Goblin down for his Lava Hound. I'm going to play a Miner too, so it tanks for most of the skeletons. Hopefully, at least. Which it does. Let's try to catch the Miner. I think that we do. No, we don't, unfortunately. Okay, let's Fireball these. Bats here for the Baby Dragon. Unfortunately, the Baby Dragon is a hit. Just one, though. We have to get a Miner down, potentially for his Miner. No. No. Does he have another spell? No. We need to pressure him so hard right now. Oh my god. Wow. Coming into the next game, like I said, I always like cycling Skeleton Barrels, always playing in this bypass lane just so it more likely will pull away from the building. That's why I love Skeleton Barrel. I feel like it's such an underrated card. Such an underrated card. I've been saying that for a long time. For 3 Elixir, it applies a lot of pressure, and it's just pretty versatile too. I think I'm just going to have to Dark Goblin and get a late log down, because I did Fireball the Flag Machine, which I think was a mistake in retrospect, but I'm going to use the ability here for the Miner, I keep saying that, for the Skeleton King, just so we can get some of that damage back. Skeleton King just still super strong. I'm going to ignore this because I don't want to be down Elixir, and that's also our healthier tower, so all things considered, pretty good start to the game. A lot more pressure than my normal deck, which is just like Mortar and Rocket. I'm going to play another Skeleton Barrel, also pairing it up with the Miner, because it just is a very effective duo. And he does mistime the Bar Barrel again, so we get a lot more damage again. I'm going to play a defensive Mortar. Probably should have played it in the opposite lane, but let's see here. I think I'm going to play Bats on this side, because I think that my Skeleton King should basically counter the left. I think I can ignore the Flying Machine since it's going to go to the right tower, which is good. Should just even things up anyway. Again, I'm going to do that Skeleton Barrel Miner push. This time I'm going to play my Miner in the back because I think that it's just a little bit more effective at getting skeletons to the tower, which it does. So super good. And I didn't think that he would have a, what's it called in his deck. I'm just going to Fireball and play Bats for his... Oh, okay. So he does have a mirror in there, so I'm going to play a Mortar just to defend the rest of that. I would rather just defend, I think, for the next 41 seconds instead of like pressuring with a Miner. I think that was the right play because if I did, then it would have just went right into the recruits and that flush would have been, it just would have been a wasted 3 elixir. So trying to get stuff in both lanes here. Let's get some good Fireball value on all the recruits and the Skeleton King too and the Flight Machine. Get a Mortar down, just make sure it pulls because the Dark Goblin and those bats should take care of it even if it's not an optimal placement. So he can't really mirror his pig, so he doesn't really have any way of getting enough damage. So good game, well played to Eric. Hopping into the next one, we don't really have a card that we can pressure with, so I don't really want to cycle anything, I feel like. I'm just going to give it a second, and if he doesn't do anything, I'll probably cycle Bats. Maybe I'll just cycle a Mortar, actually. Because I do have the Skeleton King and cycle, and I do have stuff for DPS, so... probably going to be RG. Let's block the Fisherman. I'm not going to over-defend this Mortar. Unfortunately, the Mortar does not take out the Mother Witch, which is kind of annoying. I kind of have to Fireball it now. I should have Fireballed it to begin with, but I really had no way of knowing that the Mortar would not have killed it. Trying to get a Miner down so some of these bats counter push, just to apply some good counter pressure. Let's get a log here. So it looks like it is going to be pigs. I'm just going to Fireball again. Hopefully that Zappy doesn't get a hit, and I don't think it will. So we're in the damage lead. I don't like this matchup too much, but I do have the Fireball, which is pretty good. But I don't have a Valkyrie, like a reliable counter to the pigs, besides like Fireball and Log, I feel like, because the Skeleton King doesn't do as well as a Valkyrie would. Ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. So let's play a Mortar and Bats. I think he should have Earthquake in this deck. We do have to be super careful against the Mother Witch. Probably always using the Fireball against the Mother Witch if we can. Unfortunately, the bats do go into the opposite lane, but his Mother Witch at least won't get as much value for him, so... I think I'll just Fireball here. I would like to use the ability to get all the skeletons to damage down the Giant Skeleton, because I don't really have a better way to counter the Giant Skeleton right now. We're gonna have to get the Dark Goblin down early. Hopefully bats can clean that stuff up before the bomb goes off. I think I'm just going to ignore the rest of that because I feel like I'll be down elixir if unless I do. Let's see. Miner in the back because I don't think he has Tornado in this deck. Let's Fireball the Mother Witch in the tower. Super good. Yeah, it's going to Mortar down and a Skeleton King just to try to hit as many of those as possible. I'm gonna play Bats here, just for more DPS. Everything kind of just cleaned up, which is really good. Mine in the back, kind of predictable, but looks like he doesn't catch it, which is really good. Mother Witch, even though it looks like she gets a lot of value against the Skeleton King, all of those are just one shot, just like how those are, so you get a nice win there. And that's going to do it for the video, actually, so thank you guys for watching. We actually pushed up about 150 trophies, which is pretty insane. Nice clean 5-0. pretty happy with how the video went. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think of this deck and what you would like to see in future videos.